Seems like the DoorDash girl is in a whole heap of feces. We got a YouTuber by the name of Otozi that apparently goes to her court case, and it doesn't bode well for her.
Things just got so much worse for the TikTok DoorDash girl because this is becoming a nightmare for her.
And if you don't know about this situation, it is insane. So here's a quick rundown.
So on October 12, 2025, a DoorDash driver by the name of Olivia Henderson got an order in Oswego, New York. This was apparently a late night Wendy's order, and from what we know, all she had to do was leave the food at the door, take a picture of the food, and
give it a buck. If you're ordering a late night Wendy's order, you're getting a Baconator at 12 a.m. Brother.
Big bag, big bag.
Continue on with her night. Instead, she allegedly made a series of awful decisions. The police and prosecution, they are alleging that she pushed the door open and decided to film a drunk dude who was passed out on his couch with his pants down. So in my first video on the story, I reported that she walked into the house because that's what currently was going viral on TikTok. That, from what I know, is wrong. So I have to issue a massive retraction and correction to that statement. All the, at least credible sources are claiming that she never walked into that house. She was only standing in the doorway. But still, either way, filming and posting what she saw after she allegedly either opened the door or pushed open the door is still incredibly stupid. So if what the prosecution is alleging is true, she seemingly went onto TikTok and tried to destroy an innocent man's life for passing out within his own house with his pants down. Now, obviously, we're not going to show the original video. I can't even find the original video. All I can find is a screenshot. But even if I could...
I have the original video. I'll tag it at the very end. I've also done a part 1 on this. This is essentially a part 2, kind of a follow-up to see exactly what's happened to her.
Find the original video, I wouldn't be showing that here on this channel for obvious reasons. You know, because there is a massive privacy issue there, but this is her follow-up video to the original video.
So on October 12, 2025, the DoorDash customer requested that their order be left at their front door. When I arrived at their front door was wide open, their lights were on, they were sleeping on the couch within eyesight of the front door with their pants and underwear pulled down to their ankles, and they were indecently exposed to me.
Okay, so she says the door was wide open, and the police and prosecutors say otherwise. And the reason they're saying this is because there's allegedly Ring doorbell footage of her either opening or pushing the door open. Now, the only problem is, to my knowledge, that footage has not been released to the public. I was actually hoping to see that footage today in court, but court had different plans for us today.
Because I also reported this to the police, and the police are doing nothing. I was assaulted. I'm the victim. I lost my job.
I was assaulted because this dude had his wing wang in his hand in his own home on his own couch. It's crazy work. I was assaulted. This is why we're having female victim fatigue right now, because this is insane for a woman to say she was assaulted when a dude was in his own crib with his pants down. Like, this is insane. He was passed out. He wasn't even coherent enough to assault you. You essentially let your eyes assault yourself.
I'm the victim. I was working. I was literally working, and they deactivated me. This is related. They just punished me for posting about my assault while door dashing. They just...
It's not assault, dude.
Fired me, and the police are doing nothing.
Okay, so that's her side, and the prosecution is basically saying something around the lines of this happening.
Sir, I have your DoorDash. Oh! Ew! I'm a victim!
Now, obviously, that video exaggerates things for humor, and again, correction, she didn't go into the house from what we know. But this was her final response before the trial.
Hi guys, it's the DoorDash girl. There have been a lot of people saying things like I entered the customer's home or I opened the customer's door, but I can assure you that I did not do either of those things, and I have obtained
guys in the comments like, I can save her.
Irrefutable proof that the door was already wide open when I arrived to the customer's house, but due to its importance, I cannot post that proof at this time.
Okay, so we have two sides saying two different things. The only thing everyone can agree on is that the homeowner was laying passed out inside of his own home with his pants down. Then she had her arraignment, which was actually televised, and she asked to ban cameras, but the judge reportedly responded, so now you don't want cameras involved. So I wouldn't say that was a strong start for her, but that was her arraignment. This is how her first hearing went. And as we found out, it didn't go as expected, and it doesn't seem like she's just gonna get a slap on the wrist.
Back at the airport again, because today we're heading to the TikTok DoorDash girls trial, which is tomorrow. So we're going to Syracuse, New York now. But I definitely wanted to attend this trial because there's been so many details about this case that have been extremely unclear. So might as well go show up and get them clarified.
Yeah, this is the smallest airplane I've ever been on.
Man, I don't know about you guys. I don't know who Otozi is. I've never watched any of his content, but apparently he's a pretty big YouTuber. I had no idea who he was, though.
All right, so I'm in Syracuse, New York. This is not Miami. Why get an influencer break the law somewhere tropical? Miami was great. This is rough. Tomorrow morning, I'm driving the last like 25 minutes or so to get to Oswego. And apparently Oswego...
It looks like what Texas looks like right now.
This spot. So that's awesome.
Good morning. We're getting ready here. It's like 7:50 in the morning here. The trial starts at 7:30. I'll probably try to get there like half an hour early so we have way more time than
Bro, he looks way different without glasses, hat, and a hoodie. This is his business cash fit.
But yeah, for now, coffee, a little bowl of cereal. It's time to wake all up and we'll be good. There's a few things that are probably going to happen today. Or actually, I say that, but in reality, I don't know what's going to happen because there's always surprises when you go to trial. She currently has a public defender, and she's charged with 2 counts. She has 1 count.
Brother, if you got a public defender, you're cooked like some salmon. A public defender?
She has 1 count of Okay, so she has 1 count of dissemination of unlawful surveillance image. She also has 1 count of unlawful surveillance. Both of these, she's pled not guilty to. As stated, she's currently being represented by a public defender. From talking to the practicing lawyers I know, it seems like it's very likely that a plea deal will happen today.
Well, my thing is like what she's doing is the equivalent of a peeping Tom, filming someone in their house without their consent.
Who knows though? That's why we're gonna go see. The big thing is for her is she filmed the guy. That's why she's charged. You have a whole bunch of arguments about like, okay, did she open the door? Was the door already kind of opened? How was the door when she found it? There's now alleged ring camera footage showing that she either opened the door or pushed the door open before she started filming. That's the really damning evidence. So we have the police alleging that she opened the door and started filming. And then we have DoorDash essentially banning her from the platform because she filmed the customer. But she's claiming that she's the victim in all of this, which is why, you know, all of her TikToks started in general. So it will be interesting to see how her defense argues for her in court. If I was going to be making any predictions on what's going to happen is, my guess.
I bet, in chat, let me know your predictions in the comments. I almost biggity bet you that she gets charged with something, probably a misdemeanor, slap on the wrist. She may get some probation, may have to pay a fine, do some community service, but she's probably not going to go to prison or jail or anything.
Plea deal, I think they're going to be very lenient on her. She didn't even have to bail out, so she was released on her own recognizance, meaning she didn't have to pay bail. It's basically just an honor system. It's like, hey, you can go, you don't have to give us anything, we just trust you're going to show up to court. So I have a feeling that her sentence is...
It's a first-time offense for her, you know, she probably, as somebody who's been, you know, kind of close to the law, a first-time offense is not that big of a deal.
Going to be, or her plea is going to be very lenient. Most likely, she'll be getting like some community service, maybe a fine. That's what I'm expecting here, but... we'll see.
All right, welcome to Oswego, New York. Beautiful little town. Okay, guys, I just got out of court. I'm now going to find a little location where I can do a quick live stream for you guys. Wow, look at that building. That's beautiful. I think that's the town hall. This is the city courthouse. This is probably the spot. Hopefully we could find some shelter from the wind though. I feel like my arch nemesis at this point is the wind. Yeah, this is perfect down here. You just got out of the court case for the TikTok DoorDash girl. Something big did happen, but it took a while for anything to happen at all. So I got here at the court at about 9:21. She was on trial at 9:30. This time it was a little bit different because last time we know that we had footage of inside of the courtroom because the news was there. So the news, they were set up, they were filming her. I walk in, there's no TV camera set up. I don't even see any journalists. And basically I was there until the end. I can confirm there was no journalist there. So it's only me that was there, which is kind of interesting. Other updates to this case. She still has a public defender. She has 2 charges. At 9:30, judge walks in, everyone stands up, sits down, you know, the whole thing. And I don't see the DoorDash girl. I think it was just because I didn't see her because she was sitting in there. And at that time, I was sitting in kind of in the back right of the courtroom. And this courtroom is set up in not the best fashion because there's a column blocking the judge and the audio isn't really good. And it didn't seem like they had the microphone speakers on the back. So I couldn't hear what was going on. So I had to move around. Eventually, after they went through a couple of the defendants, I got up and I moved. And that's when I could actually see the judge so I can at least read what his lips were saying because the audio was still bad. And I think I sat down kind of behind the DoorDash girl at that point. And that's when I spotted her. Going through my notes real quick. One second. Oh, no. All right, my hands are frozen. Why did I not bring gloves? As a Norwegian, I should have known better. So 10 o'clock rolls around and I see who I think is the DoorDash girl's public defender. 10:25 rolls around, nothing yet. Okay, so at this point, I've been here for a minute. 10:50 rolls around. Woman who looks like the DoorDash girl, who I think was, she gets up after talking to her public defender and leaves. And I'm like, uh-oh. What's going on now? Is this like another Jack Doherty situation where there's some like continuation? Do I have to show up tomorrow? I don't know. I wait around even further. Then we have probably like another 40 minutes of waiting. They go through the last people. The judge then is waiting.
Dude's got mad boogers. I know it's cold out there, brother, but you gotta blow that nose every once in a while, man.
For one of the defendants to show up. So we get through them and suddenly it's just me in court in the courtroom. And I'm like, oh, well, I'm not going up on the stand. So that means that must mean it's over. I go out to the clerk, I talk to them, and I'm thinking, okay, there's a continuation that happened. Instead, I found out this was divested to county court. So originally, where we're at, this building right here, this is the city court. So city court, I mean, this is kind of like small fines, but hers was divested to county court. So as I said, originally she was in city court, but now county court, that's the main state court. So that means most likely she's facing way more serious charges. Or well, not way more serious charges. The charges are still the same, but most likely they could penalize her a lot harder. So according to the lawyer that I've been talking to, that's the prosecutor that moved it there, most likely because of all the public attention on the case and the public outcry. So that means that most likely she won't get a slap on the wrist. So currently she is facing 8 years in prison. That's her max sentence because it's a 4-year max sentence for each of the felonies, and her minimum sentence seems to be a couple years of probation, and that is if she's convicted 100% though. It seems like she was moved to Superior Court, so that's actually even worse for her. So that's what we have right now. She's currently facing 8 years in prison. That's the worst case. She's not going to get that, but her minimum is at least a couple years on probation. Either way, she shouldn't have done this. This is like a big self-inflicted thing that didn't need to happen. I don't know why she decided to do that. Those are all the updates for now, and I have to go find out when the next court date is, because if it was just moved till tomorrow, that's very convenient for me, because then I only have to extend by 1 day. But if I have to like keep extending weeks on out, nah, I gotta go home. I can't be here for weeks. I can't be a new resident of Oswego, New York until all of this resides. Who knows? All right, we did a successful live stream. I'm actually fairly happy with that. Now, let's grab a coffee and then head back to the hotel and knock out this video. Skincare and beauty bar, hold up. Is the coffee shop right here?
Coffee shop is in here.
Oh, awesome. Thank you so much, sir.
Right.
Thank you, sir. All right, we've secured the iced coffee. I would definitely recommend checking out that coffee spot because they were super nice in there. Other than that, let's get back to the hotel and finish this video. Okay.
Iced coffee when it's freezing outside. I do that sometimes. So my afternoon coffee is typically an iced coffee.
So I'm now back here at the hotel. I started off on one side of the courtroom, but when I positioned myself in the courtroom, I quickly realized I picked like the worst seat possible in the house, because as I walked into the courtroom, the door never closed. So it was open and there was constantly people going through the hallway talking. So it was hard to hear the judge. Then for some reason, the speakers that were like kind of behind you, normally they're connected to the judge's microphone so you can actually hear what the judge is saying, but they were not connected. So I couldn't hear the judge. Then there was also a pillar in front of me, so I couldn't see the judge either. So I just picked the worst seat in the house. And I'm here to report for you guys, and if I can't see nor hear the judge, that's a problem. So I ended up crossing to the opposite side of the room, and I went to the front bench so I can actually hear the judge because, again, the speakers were not on. So I sat there, and I was looking around for Olivia, and I couldn't find her. So then I'm sitting here like, okay, am I in the wrong place? But I double-checked. It was the right judge, and I was in the right courthouse. So then I was wondering, did she not show up? Well, there was a woman sitting in front of me, but I didn't put 2 and 2 together because I was looking for a lady with, you know, curly red hair. But the woman in front of me had brownish blondish hair, and it was straight and it was in a ponytail. So that threw me off. But it wasn't until after she stood up and left that I was like, oh wait, that might have been Olivia. And after talking to the clerk, it probably was. But anyway, she left. I was sitting there until no one was there, and the judge was like, oh wait, why are you here? And I'm like, I'm just here spectating. And he was like, well, it's all over. And I'm like, okay, all right, I'll see myself out then. So I then went to the clerk and I talked to her and confirmed, no, this was the correct venue. This was the correct judge. And that was probably Olivia. And I found out all the new information about her case. But I guess if Olivia's telling the truth, everyone owes her an apology. If she's lying, then it seems like she tried to ruin the life of an innocent man for attention on TikTok, I guess. Now, should he have been passed out with his pants on his ankles? Probably not, but also...
I mean, dude, if he was in his own crib, though, who cares? He was in his own crib. Who cares, man? I would like to do something like this, do like, you know, boots on the ground, go into the case myself. That would be a lot of fun, actually. Like go into the case of the DoorDash girl in Oswego County in New York. Or what is it, Oswego, New York? You know, that would be fun. That would be fun. It'd be tough though, like to get all the way out there, you know what I mean? But I don't know. I hope she doesn't get 8 years, Chad. I'll be honest. I hope she doesn't get
the board.
I hope she doesn't get 8 years. You know, 8 years is a long time to do for doing something that, you know, I don't know. I've been arrested. I've been in trouble, and you know, I don't know. You don't want to ruin somebody's life for 8 years just because they made a stupid mistake. So I don't know. I hope she doesn't get in a ton of trouble, but a little bit of trouble I think is justified. Just a little bit of trouble is justified. You know, because she did something very, very stupid. Very, very stupid. Not smart at all. Very, very stupid. But, you know, hopefully it's not life ruining, you know, because if it is, poor girl, she's cooked. She's absolutely cooked. All right, what is this? Did I, let's switch gears. Did I just get ripped off, or was this a steal, not a deal?
I just got my brakes changed.
Okay.
They'll tell me if I got a good deal or if I was ripped off. I paid $549.35.
Sounds like you got ripped off. I mean, $300 makes sense, but chat, let me know, how much would a brake change cost right now?
$66.30 was for my front brakes, the brake pad. $56.21 was for the back brakes. And then I had to get 2 of my rotors replaced on the front too. And it was $168.40. And the rest was labor. What you think? Did I get ripped off?
I don't know. I think, I don't know. Let's check the comments. What does the comments have to say? The comments are always undefeated. Very ripped off. Decent brake pads are around 50 per set. Rotors can be 50 to 100 each. Change your brakes, remove the tire, remove 2 bolts. Oh, good Lord. He went. Total cost $549. Here, I'll give you guys a better view. $549.30 front pads, $60. Rear pads, $50. Front rotors, $168 reasonable. Labor, $258. One could argue that's high, but it's a shop that has overhead labor taxes building with waiting room and heated, cooled. So I mean, I guess it kind of checks out. I've had, even when I lived in Austin, I got my brakes changed. There was a mobile service where the guy showed up to my job and changed my brakes, and I paid like $360, and he changed all 4 of my brakes. I don't think I got any rotors changed, but yeah. Let me put y'all on game, men.
Confessions of a Single Mom of 3, let's do it. Y'all really just be broke out here, huh? I'm talking to the men right now. Let me put you on, buddy. If you're interested in a woman and she says something like, I'm going to get my nails done tomorrow, how hard is it for you to be like, okay, I'm gonna send you $100?
Oh my God. You ladies just admittedly just want to be prostitutes so bad. Like, you want sugar daddies. I'm going to get my nails done. You expect men to just pay for everything. You want fathers. You want daddies. You don't want a partner. You don't want a man. You don't want a husband. You want a dad.
$1 to spare? The most she'll spend is $30 if you order her some food to her house. Order her some food to her work. I'm trying to put you on game. Like, you need to listen.
Put you on game? Really? You ladies are broke. Just say you're broke. Let's normalize calling women broke.
To me. Like, it actually grosses me out whenever I tell a man that I'm talking to, I'm going to get my lashes done, and the only words out of his mouth are, well, let me see a picture when you're done. How about you send me $75 to pay for it?
Nah.
How about no?
I'm good on that.
$75 is pocket change.
If it's pocket change, then why do you need it then, dude?
Stupid.
Why are you not offering to pay for that? Especially since you want a photo of it afterward. Look, I'm gonna just start dating the women for you guys since y'all suck at it. Like, women
No, go for it, go for it. Go broke dating all these freaking women. Go for it. Go for it.
Want to be taken care of first and foremost. I don't care what anyone says, like, being taken care of is the most attractive thing for a woman. Telling me that you talk.
Why would I take care of a woman that's already pre-bucked and it has 100 rear-end collisions? Why would I do that?
To a woman, and you're not.
And the thing is, the women that don't have high body counts don't want this type of treatment.
Not calling her. You're just literally using your little thumbs to text. Are you 12 years old? You guys, I can't deal with this. Like, y'all are just so annoying to me. Some of you are rolling your eyes being like, women just want to take our money.
Good Lord. This is the level of entitlement that modern women have. Let's go into the comments section here. Can someone translate? Sorry, I don't speak Section 8. First off, no man should listen to a single mother of 3. I'm going to just let that rest there. Single mother of 3. Let me put you up on game. Oh my God, that's so, oh my God. That is so funny, dude. It's the hand thing again, you know? Single mother of 3 talking about, I want you to pay for stuff. Baby girl, get the father of your children to do that.
Gotcha, bitch.
Dating in Gen Z.
I started dating again, you guys. I'm 0 for 2. Nobody wants me. Everybody wants me, but then nobody wants me. I have 4,400 likes on Hinge, and I've liked 2 guys, and
I'm sorry. It looks like she has celiac. And honestly, I can't even hear her. I'm sorry. I don't even know what celiac is. I just said that. Let's see. What else we got here? Let's find some other clips. POV, you've been married for 10 years. All right. What is she putting? Rain-X in his coffee? Oh, you're trying to kill him. We're joking. Okay. If it was a man doing this, though, women would be up in arms. Women would be up in arms. We can always normalize violence against men, but we never normalize, the violence the other way around. Oh my God. Social media users are mixed on this man's reaction to another man approaching his girl in front of him. Here we go. What do we got? Okay, so he's reaching for something for her and got it for her. Shooting his shot.
My man right now.
Huh?
You gonna say anything?
Wait, what did he say?
Hey, what's your number? You mind me asking?
I'm with my man right now.
Huh?
He's mad.
You gonna say anything? Really? Yo, nothing.
You sure you don't want my number? No.
Can I get his number?
No, I want yours.
You want my number?
Yeah, I want your number.
Really?
Oh shit.
No, I'm good. I'm good. I'm so good.
You said this is your brother?
No, it's my man.
You said this is your brother? Diabolical, bro.
Oh.
Seriously.
Shit.
Bro, why is he? I don't know, man. I would, personally for me, I don't let Cass reach for things. I open the door for her, pull her chair out. Maybe this is just a fling, but he seems like he really does not care.
Oh, shit.
You're not gonna say nothing. You're fine if I give him my number.
I don't see
yeah, sure.
Sure.
Oh, my God, bro. Bro, you got to stand up for your girl. As a man, if you need to interfere or tell your partner what to do in the situation, she's not yours. A good woman with morals and basic instinct will always do what's right with or without her partner's presence. Yes, I mean, I agree. I agree with that, I agree with that. You good, bro? No words, no energy, no nothing. Shrugs and face pulls. All right, bet. You don't mind if I take your wallet then? He hates her. She should leave him. I mean, I don't know. Like, at a certain point, I do agree with that one take that was like, you shouldn't have to worry about your chick outside. If she's gonna do that with you around, imagine what she does when you're not around. And so, like, I expect, like, as a guy in a relationship, I can't be around Cass all the time to make sure if a guy does shoot his shot that she rejects his advances. So it's up to the woman to kind of reject that as well. But as a guy, if Cass was reaching for something, my basic instinct would be to grab it for her. Like, if I see Cass struggling, my first instinct is to help. That's not, I don't know. It's weird to me. It's weird to me that he didn't want to help her at all. He didn't want to help her at all, which is odd, very odd. Because it's like, as a man, you should want to make your wife's life easier, or your girlfriend's life easier. I don't know. It just seemed, to be honest, it didn't seem like he was really that into her. Being a hoe changed my husband into my dream man. Wow.
My husband explained to me that when he's the only one initiating sex or any type of intimacy, he feels like I don't desire him because he's doing all the work. He feels like he's not enough, and if I am tired or I have things going on and I reject him and I don't make time for him and I'm not excited that he's initiating it, right? Do you guys remember when you're first dating and you're like butterflies and you're all excited? Well, when that fades and then your husband tries to approach you and you're just like, you're not feeling it, they feel so rejected. He felt like he wasn't enough, like he wasn't attractive, and I just was like, that was never my intention. So when he expressed that to me, I took it really seriously, and I decided, like, I wanted to create that same feeling when we were first dating, where like I actually was flattered that he would want to come on to me, grateful that he was attracted to me, and I didn't want to be this like boring old soul where I just was like, I'm tired, or I'm this, or I'm, just stuck in routine and like just always having an excuse for something, because intimacy is meant for both people in the relationship. I just think sometimes women get so caught up in their routines that it is really hard and we are really tired. It's a two-way street, but I think that knowing what he told me, I was able to go, okay, I can make an effort here. So the ways that I did that, I actually shared this on one of my really recent reels, was I turned the house into a playground in the sense that like I wasn't a stickler of like, you know, routine, and I was just trying to have more fun and being more spontaneous. I stayed open to intimacy on hard days, so days that like we didn't get a lot of sleep and I was tired, it wasn't like, oh, I'm shut down and I'm off limits. It was like, well, I think that intimacy is for both people. It helps with both people. It helps your connection and it strengthens your relationship. So even though I'm tired, I can put makeup on, I can feel cute, and I can make an effort to have fun in that area. And that I think that that was so huge, because oftentimes a lot of days are super hard, but we just shut down when things are hard. And then if you always shut down when things are hard, then you're always giving your relationship sloppy seconds.
I mean, hey, shout out to her. She had enough self-awareness to realize what she was doing was to the detriment of her relationship. So, you know, I'm glad she actually realized it. I wish more women analyzed it more like that and figured out, you know, that you've got to be intimate with your man. And men, you know, men are much more into physical intimacy. Like, chat, put a 1 in the chat if you agree. Most men, their number 1 love language is physical touch. Men are just physical. That's why women wear makeup and men lie. It's just what it is. Women are more into like words of affirmation, acts of service, gifts, whereas men are into physical touch, quality time. Like, we want to spend time with you. We want you to look good. We want you to touch us. Versus women want to be told they're beautiful and told how awesome they are. And it's how we're a little bit different. I paid for 2 dinners. She folded over 1 beer.
I was dating this girl, and on the first date, I believe a guy should pay for everything really early on. And the first date, I paid for over $100 dinner, whatever. I expect to pay over $100 for dinner. Second date, $100 dinner, valeted. Then we went to a bar after. That would be a good idea. Took her to a bar after, just to play some pool, get a couple drinks. I paid for us to get inside the bar. It was a cover fee for some reason. And then we went to the bar to get some drinks. I was just getting one because I was driving. And so I was just going to get 1 beer, like $8 beer. And she was like, oh my gosh, you've been paying for everything. Let me buy this beer for you. Is that okay? Will you let me do that? And I was just like, that's like $8. Like, I paid for it all. Like, yeah, that's fine. And she looks at me like starts twitching a little bit and then bought me the beer. But I could tell she was so mad. Instant red flag, guys. Get out of there. If you buy everything, I expect a guy to buy everything early on, but 1 beer for $8, come on. Go.
That's crazy. He bought everything. She folded over 1 beer. This is the problem in modern dating, dude. This is the issue that men have with a lot of these freaking women, is that they're so entitled. They feel like they should be taken care of. Like, they want men to essentially be their dads. They don't want, you know, they don't want men to be a partner. They don't want men to do anything but be a servant to them, which is the problem. That, oh my, sorry. I just saw this chick and I was like, oh my God, her ears, it looks like her cousin might be Dumbo. 3 high-profile MAGA pregnancies.
Alicia Vance is pregnant. Caroline Levitt is pregnant. Katie Miller is pregnant. That's 3 high-profile MAGA women who recently announced pregnancies. I know MAGA wants some positive news, and babies seem positive. Who doesn't love babies? But this feels very calculated and very intentional.
I think children should be calculated and intentional. I don't think you should just have kids willy-nilly. That's why we have so many women on Section 8.
Gotcha, bitch.
EBT. So I don't know. I feel like this girl though, she'd probably be good to date because I feel like she could hear me. You know, like she would always hear what I'm saying. You know, she's a good listener. It's what a lot of her exes have said. She's a really good listener.
This party wants to push pregnancy and birth on women. It's part of their anti-abortion, pro-family crusade. So
what? Imagine reading into something like that when you could just hear what other people are saying about it, you know? Oh my God, what is this? Snorlax. Oh my God.
Finish her!
I don't know where her collarbones are. Donde está her collarbones? I don't know where her back begins and her neck ends.
ICE agents are the type...
Let's turn that down and run that back. I couldn't get past the curdled milk in your throat.
ICE agents are the type of guys that didn't even peak in high school.
When did you peak? That's what I want to know. When did you peak? When did your weight peak? When did your cholesterol peak?
They didn't even peak in high school.
Okay, when did you peak then?
Oof.
Do you peak on the scale? Is that where you peak? Where do you peak at? That's what I want to know. I don't know why these women get so, they just get so booty hurt. They just get so booty hurt over everything. It's so wild to me, bro. Oh my God. You can't make this stuff up. Oh my Jesus. Okay, if you came home and saw me in your bed.
Okay. If you came home and saw me in your bed.
I'd be like, wow, my bed frame's about to break. That's what I would think. I'd be like, oh no, now my mattress smells like tuna fish and grits.
What would you do?
I would probably get you an oxygen mask because it doesn't look like you can breathe.
Gotcha, bitch. Would you let me stay and cuddle?
No, but it probably would take you about 3 business days to leave.
Shots fired! Or would you throw me out the window?
Ain't nobody throwing you out of nothing. Ain't nobody throwing you out of nothing. The only thing you're throwing off or throwing out is maybe the numbers on the scale when you step on it. Oh my God. I hope she knows I'm forklift certified. Good Lord, she was bigger than my dreams. Oh my jeez, that's tough, dude. That is so rough. There's a big woman there. Very largo woman. Large. I'd feel bad for my bed frame. I'd be like, dadgummit, I'm gonna have to get a new bed frame. This $3,000 Tempur-Pedic's about to be squashed from this gigantic woman. Good Lord, I just don't get it. That woman was huge. Gosh, she was big. I don't get how people get that big. I really don't understand how people get so large. Like, how do you eat so much that you can barely even move? You can barely even move. You can barely, let alone breathe. Like, I just don't see how any of these people even make it to the age of 40. Like, all of them should be just professional eaters. Like, I better see them on Nathan's hot dog eating contest. Like, go there. If you can eat that much, go do something with it. I guess be a mukbanger, I don't know, it's crazy work. Ain't that right, Looks?
Whoa, they do.
But I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. It's good to have you guys out, man. Until next time. Peace.